What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the R&P podcast, giving you opinions on topics you've never asked for.
Yes, sir.
I'm your host, PLAX. I'm here with my co-host, Rick.
Yep.
Rick, how you doing today, man?
Man, I'm doing well. I feel like this is another different episode. Last time we had another guest.
We did have a guest before.
This time I feel like there's another presence in the room.
Is it?
It's very odd.
We kicking it with Keeks.
There we go.
Yeah.
And a round of applause that we can't hear.
We can't hear it. Keeks, you can't hear it, but we always added in post.
You can imagine the studio audience.
Yeah,
Thank you.
big studio
Thank
audience.
you. Thank you, everyone.
So, Keeks, introduce yourself to the 5 R&P fans that we have.
We have more than 5 now.
We have 9.
Yeah. There we go.
Hey, all 5 of y'all.
There we go.
I'm Keeks. I'm newly into singing and releasing music. I have a single, Pretty Darkskin, coming out November 17th. So please lock in because I promise you won't be disappointed.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You've been killing it with the promo and all that stuff. What made you want to drop a song?
So honestly, I was just going to do music as a hobby. But everything kept pushing me. Like, life just kept pushing me towards, like, nah, you should take it seriously. So once I made that choice, I just put on all 100 hats I needed to, and I got to work.
Yeah.
Like, I promise I got to work. There's not a day in my life that goes by without somehow being like, it's music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
With this being a single, and is this the first piece of official release music of yours?
Yes.
What's been the hardest part about this new journey of yours?
Ooh. I would say, because I like to be very thorough when I plan out stuff.
Okay.
So learning the business
Yep.
is the hardest thing. Like, especially when it just comes to royalties. Just understanding how you'll get paid off your music.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, from neighboring rights, mechanical performance. Like, you just be like, so who pays me?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, who
How
pays
am I
me?
getting paid?
Usually it's that piff.
If you're on that piff, you're not getting paid. Buddy, let me tell you right now.
They used to pay a little bit.
Let you Lil Wayne, you're not getting paid.
That was the only people that
That's the only
piff
people
ever
get
paid.
So what you said you had a lot of hats. What's the hardest part of that side of it, like the business side of it? Because I know you love making music, but what's the difficult side as far as business goes?
Business, one of the things that I hate the most is I get a lot of my beats. I find them on YouTube, and a lot of these producers are on BeatStars. I hate the contracts on BeatStars.
Ah, okay.
Because what happens is most producers, no shade,
Yeah.
but they get on there and they just click buttons and
Yeah.
toggle.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're taking half of a song that you didn't write.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
I got you.
Like,
Okay.
splits is the craziest thing that I'm dealing with right now.
Yeah, it's like
and
60-40 on average.
Yeah, and
most
there's
of the time.
like
60-40 for who?
Depends.
Yeah, that's what
on
I'm saying.
really?
It's crazy.
It really depends.
That is a
It's
little.
crazy. And then there's people who don't even want to sell the exclusive rights. I had one guy hit me. I'm like, oh, how much for the exclusive rights? He's like, $3,000. I said, oh.
Whoa. Who he produced for?
That's what I'm trying to figure out because you're 94 subscribers and your 72 plays tell me that you
I
can't
gotta see the
charge
resume.
me.
Listen, I will
It
say
got to
this.
be like a Megan there. There got to be like
It's no, I promise you no
Listen,
reason.
Nothing?
it's not.
Listen, Cole ruined the game. After he did that song for that dude, he ruined the game
Yeah.
for the YouTube
No,
producers.
I feel like this is the thing, right? And this is from the outside looking in as having a lot of friends who do music. I've always felt the relationship between producers and artists has never been equal, whether one way or the other.
That's fair.
Because it's like for a producer, I guess the best way for the artist to handle that, what they would want in the perfect world would be like they make the beat, I buy the beat as a whole, and then I have every right to use that beat however I want. But then at that point, if like let's say the artist decides to sell the beat like for like advertisement rights, and they're not even the song is there, it's just the beat. At that point, they're getting paid for. The producer only got paid for the one time for making just the beat, and then that beat is showing up in commercials and stuff, and not even with the artist lyrics, but that money's going to the artist, and then vice versa. Producer only made the beat, the song goes viral, and then all of a sudden they want every part of that, but like that beat been sitting on YouTube for like 15 years.
But even with those exclusive rights, like the splits that I've seen for the beats that I have exclusively, I'm cool with that. Get your 25% off, or your 50% of publishing, whatever.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what you had to do to put it, to
Yeah,
make
yeah.
this beat. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying?
That's a fact.
But when you talking about 50% of the writer share and the publisher,
No, that's
and
crazy.
then you want 9
that's
cents
not
on the
even good.
dollar for mechanical,
Yeah,
on
that
top of that's a bit much.
writer share, producers can get writer share. It's
They
not like
can,
they sitting
yeah.
in the studio
And that's
with
why
you with
it's
the pen and paper.
it's shark territory on BeatStars. I promise you it is. So I don't recommend it, but I found a lot of my beats on there, and I love my beats. I love beats that just allow me to just flow.
Yeah.
So
It's
I
just
bite
the
the
other
bullet.
side of it.
Yeah.
That's not the fun part.
And that's not to diss producers, because I know they do a lot of work when
they
it comes
do.
to making those beats. And I have very intricate beats. If you listen to the instruments and everything, it's very intricate. But
that doesn't mean
splits,
that doesn't mean they get all
Yeah.
that. Yeah, no, that's
And
I didn't know they were going like that.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah,
I'm
it
happy.
goes
I like
crazy.
computers.
Yeah, 'cause,
Fuck
yeah.
music. Music
Hey,
sound
Hey,
wild.
that's why I quit a while ago. It was part of the reason why I
That
quit
was
a
one
while
of the
ago.
reasons.
It's just like producers, they do a lot, but sometimes it get a little hectic with the negotiating, because I do understand if a beat been on YouTube for 20 years and I buy it,
Yeah.
and my song blows up,
Yeah.
you kind of got to shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Like, you gotta-
no one else was hearing the
nobody
vision.
else was here.
I
I
heard the
made it
vision,
work.
so I bought the exclusivity of it, and
Yeah.
then I wrote everything else. We wasn't like Pharrell.
Yeah,
like,
no, we wasn't in the booth together,
Like, we
no,
wasn't
no.
just sitting there like,
No.
oh, what if you did this stanza?
Yeah.
Like we wasn't like that. So why are you
definitely
getting
not
writing
Timberland,
rights?
and I'm not Missy Elliott.
Yeah,
so.
or Justin Timberlake.
Or Justin Timberlake. I'm gonna contradict myself a little bit. I do think it's because artists and producers don't have the honor system, so to speak. Because if I buy a beat from you and my song does blow up, I do think even if we didn't have a prior agreement, I should give you something. That's just me personally, though. Most people are like, "Oh, fuck that nigga." You see what I'm saying? So that's a little iffy, but that just goes on how people feel about it. I personally think if you should give them something. I'm not saying give them 50% or nothing like that, but
a little bit of something.
yeah, a little something, because you did make the beat, even though I paid you the $200 when I bought it.
So yeah, I understand that, especially if you're an independent artist. I feel like, but once you in the record deal and all that, I feel like then I feel like it's just artists and producers fighting for scraps, because it's like, what are you really getting out of that? Like the record label already done took chunk amount of change out of that. And then now you split, you splitting all that, and then it's just like. But I'm saying those practices don't just be for the independent who you're independent, so you own everything about yourself, your IP, your name, and all that. So that's all they have to work with is just what you have. But once you're in the label, that practice doesn't change. It's just the labels got better lawyers, so they just be like,
the
man,
labels be like,
talk to the artist.
You get a cheese sandwich, you can shut the fuck up. That's what they do.
Pretty much.
So, Keeks, what else can we expect? Is there an album? Is there music videos coming? What else we got on the way? Hey,
There's definitely going to
gotta
be a
ask.
music video for Pretty Darkskin.
Okay.
I'm probably going to drop it a week after the single comes out.
Okay.
Got you.
But my goal right now is really to just push this single as hard as I can.
Okay.
I feel like I make really good music, and that's not to be boastful. But it's a good song, y'all.
Okay.
Well,
I
So
can believe you.
yeah,
I got no reason not to.
I just really want to push it and make sure that I get my name out there and people can really see my artistry and really experience what it is that Keeks makes as far as music.
Okay. What would you say, as some comparisons for this single? Like, who would you say maybe you pulled inspiration from, or you might, it might be this genre it sounds like, or anything like that? What would you
my lane is definitely Neo-Soul.
Oh, okay. I like that.
I like that.
It's a lot of
you don't
Jill
hear nobody
Scott.
say that.
Yeah.
Not Neo-Soul.
It's a lot of Jill Scott inspirations. Erica, Cleo Soul. I love Ari Lennox. It's definitely my lane right now, and I'm enjoying it.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice to hear. That's refreshing.
No, I didn't. No, that's what I was saying. 'Cause you don't hear.
Yeah.
Most people either drill rapping.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
really
Sexy Red did a roller skate song, the roller rink joint.
Sexy Red do a lot of stuff.
Well, she does a lot of. I'm saying that there is still variety in music coming out, but Neo-Soul, you just don't hear a lot of people who just dive right into that, especially around our age. Usually,
definitely.
Usually
sure.
they be in the music game, maybe write a couple pop songs for other people or whatnot, and then by the time they're 30, then they'd be like, all right, I've done lived life. let me do Neo. let me have something to sing about.
That's the transition from once you hit 30, that's
you write for other people.
Yeah,
they get famous off of your music. Then you talk about the struggles of that, the struggles of life, and then Neo-Soul song, and then you on the book. Except Ari Lennox. Ari Lennox was that was an alien.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was.
So speaking of writing for people, have you been writing for people? I don't. You don't got to leak nobody.
No.
This person.
They most popular song. I wrote
that.
Yeah.
No, I haven't, but I would definitely love to get into that lane.
Okay.
I'm one of those people, like, if you play me a Drake type beat, I can make a Drake type song.
Okay.
So I definitely want to get into that. I've worked with Chef Dre. He's someone who records tracks for other artists. So, you know, that might be a lane I explore.
Okay. You got to do it one time. And then they have to get popular off of it, and then they never thank you, and then you have that resentment.
Yeah, it's okay.
To build
I'm going to remember this interview here. Like, you know what? They said that.
Yeah, that's how the music game always turns out.
Yeah, that's usually how I roll. You write a song for somebody, and they act like they the greatest songwriter ever. Be like, you got 20 niggas on your writing credit.
you didn't write but one word. You had the title of the song.
You wrote the hook, which was cool. Everybody wrote everything else.
Okay.
So we was talking about music a little bit. I do want to get into something that one of Rick and my favorite artists said. Andre 3 Stacks, we've talked about him a few times on here. He made a comment about hip-hop. He was talking about hip-hop specifically, but he made a comment about music in general that is just like oversaturated with people that's not trying, people that's not really making real music. And to a certain extent, I agree with that, but I wanted to hear what y'all thought about that.
I feel like I somewhat agree. I feel like it depends on where you look.
Yeah, definitely.
Because if you're talking mainstream, I feel like they're pushing a lot of the like fast, just hip. Let's make a TikTok real quick.
Microwave music.
Yeah, microwave music.
But when you really explore music, there's so many dope artists out there.
Oh,
from
definitely.
all genres, honestly. So I feel like it just depends on where you're looking. If you're talking about who the man is pushing, then it's not a lot of substance there.
Yeah.
I feel like the man always pushes no substance, no matter the genre. Like country, even I don't know what substance they have in country. I'm not a country listener, so I can't really speak on that. But
country, they've been taking trap beats now. So
I've noticed that.
Hip hop is the most popular genre.
Yeah,
so
that's why they do.
Somebody's got to conform at some point.
Yeah,
but I feel like because hip hop has only been the number one genre for like what 3 decades at this point.
Yeah.
Out of the history of music, that's not a long time.
It's after Run DMC and Will Smith. Shout out to Will Smith.
Do we
after them, my God, pray for my nigga Will.
We're not going to talk about Will today. We've talked about him enough. But after them, it kind of took a new step. So I'd say about 3 decades.
And so because it's only been the number one genre for only that short amount of time, I feel like this is the point where we're getting the microwave artists. Like pop had that for the longest. Like they churned out person after person, and they would have a number one charting song, and then you never hear from them again.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, and I feel like just this is where hip hop is, which is fine because with hip hop you used to have like either a personality, bravado, substance in terms of music. Something had to stick for you to make it. Now we're at the point where as long as it's catchy enough, you can get there, which is
and only 30 seconds of your song needs to be catchy.
For TikTok. If you're trying to get on the trends and get on the soundboards, that's all you need.
Because a few joints I've heard I like on TikTok,
and then
like the full joint is like, okay, turn this shit.
Yeah, like you had that. If you could have just replicated this 30 seconds for the full minute 50 you had, we would have been on board.
Yeah, we would have been fine, but it's only 30 seconds that's hard, and everything else is just a bunch of bullshit.
Like that Drake and Yeet song.
I don't think I've heard that whole song. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not good. After the money for fun part,
that's it.
Throw it away.
Wow.
And it's crazy because Drake made that song funny. Like without it, it's just another Yeet song, which isn't bad. I like Yeet.
Which I think Drizzy just did that purposely for every album he do now. He has a TikTok song or two that's specifically for TikTok. Like the joint with Sexy Red and SZA. Just their part is the good part.
Yeah. What song was that?
I don't know. I just know Sexy Red tell people to bend it over and shake their ass.
Yeah, that's the roller ring song. I can't think of the name. Yeah, singing in the background.
Yeah,
man. Shout out Drake, man. He
know how to bring people together. Him and Cole, he know how to bring people, if anything. What do you think, Rick, about like just in general?
I just I feel like we're just
you have a certain taste.
Yeah,
as far as hip hop, so
I feel like we're just at that point in music. I feel like even hip hop as a whole is dipping in popularity. I think it's like 40% less than it's been, or 30 some within less than the 50% range.
Yeah,
hip hop's dipping. So I think we're just seeing a different taste in music. I think we're probably what's going to be the popular sound is going to be some fusion of hip hop and like everything else. Because that's why I feel like everything is like they got the hard hitting like drums, that hip hop sound, and then they just throw in some other sound that people like, and then boom, that's a new song.
I've literally just been waiting for K-pop to take over. Because I feel like
they've had their chance.
Listen, there's so many diehard fans still, though.
They do,
and I don't understand it, but there's so many.
They had their chance. They had Twitter in a frenzy from from 2013 to like 2016 ish. They had Twitter in a frenzy. Yeah, they do because they come in like dude just made a song with Jack Harlow, right?
A
K-pop
star.
Jack
got to do some major
shit. People got mad at him because he said like it was like. Asian baby gangsters. It was like ABGs, and they was like, they don't know. He doesn't know what that means, and why is he saying that? And they was like,
I just seen it on Twitter, bro.
Well, and then a fan
relatable.
Posted a video of her telling Jack Harlow what it is to defend him, like even before the song came out. It was like, well, I explained him and I asked him if he could put it in the song, and then he did it because he's Jack Harlow. He just likes pleasing people because that's the type of dude he is. But I think K-pop can have a chance. I feel like if they didn't strike in that 2013, 2016 lane, it's not ever going to be as big as it was supposed to be. But I feel like we're getting fusions.
Yeah.
Not trying to be funny. I think they need black people to like it, and I just don't think that's our vibe. I think that's I'm not.
We are the biggest market share in music.
Think they need black people to like it, and I think that's just gonna be tough because it's not. I've heard some K-pop songs. I know they're gonna kill us. But I just don't fuck with it. We tried to react to a couple. It was cool.
There was the one girls group. They was rapping.
They trying.
I can't get into it.
It's not the best.
It's not the greatest. That song was cool. Please don't, because that group got a lot of fans.
They will come for you.
They will come. That song was cool.
Yeah.
But in general, I don't really bang with K. They got to do something, get Timberland or somebody to come and make some beats for you or something. Other than that,
that might be the key.
They need to bring back boy bands. I feel like we haven't had
like or just in general.
Just in general, like across like we haven't seen a boy band in like R&B. Like we used to have like the Temptation. Like we used to have like groups. Like we used to have.
It was David Ruff.
Ain't nobody coming to see you.
Nobody coming to see.
Nobody coming to see you.
I'm talking, but like we haven't seen. Like I was just watching. The only
nigga that's still alive.
That's still.
That's such a crazy. David Ruffin said that shit, and Otis the only nigga still alive. So fuck off, David.
Well, sometimes you gotta call your shots.
Yeah.
Maybe because he wasn't as famous, he stayed alive.
But he kept the Temptations. They still doing tours.
David
it's
Ruffin,
all new niggas in him. Like that's come on, man.
But I was watching like one of those BET like reenactment movies of like the Temptations of the.
This is how you said it. Here, go ahead.
You already, the movies like the Jackson 5 joint with the one kid from what show is that? Smart Guy. Who sang the Simba voice.
He teaching
even
at
though the white kid did
HBCU
the regular lyrics. Oh, really?
Like he teaching acting and shit like that.
I didn't know that. Yeah. But so I was watching all those movies and I was just like, there's no boy bands now. No, none in pop, none in anything else except K-pop.
When was the last one?
The Jonas Brothers not together no more?
They do songs, but they're not like they
BTR, Big Time Rush.
Big Time Rush they're not coming out with nothing new.
I was going to name them next. Them the last boy bands I heard of.
I just don't know why BTR ain't taking serious. Like they could have really did something.
It was probably in their Nick contract
that they couldn't do it.
Yeah. Are their names their real names? Like obviously not their last names, right? So what they're not gonna go around being like, I'm Kendall, I'm James. Those aren't their names.
Name is Kendall.
One of them is. I'm saying, is their first names their names? Like for all of them, or is it only for some of them?
Yeah.
I don't.
You're not sure. But if they're not, then they can't go around just being like, I'm this character. It'd be like,
can't you though?
Because
Prince name ain't Prince.
You can only do it for as long as that.
Prince name ain't
No,
Prince.
you can only do it for as long as that show's around. Like Hannah Montana probably could have actually been like something, but that was a Disney Channel character. She's not gonna go around calling herself Hannah Montana with the blonde wig forever. And that's not even her rights. She don't own that name.
Yeah,
damn.
It's not like BTR came to Nick and was like, "We deserve a show."
Yeah.
Nick was like,
Nick, like dude from Ned's Classified. Nick tell people to fuck off all the time.
Yeah.
they do.
They don't
But I'm
care.
saying that's why they probably didn't do anything. And they probably was like, "We own your likeness, so you 4 people can't make a group together and call yourself something else, and then sing and sound like y'all. Y'all got to sound like somebody completely different." And not be
No, they
PTR.
went on tour though.
Under the Nick umbrella.
Right.
Nick was
Definitely
like,
under.
we need some quick money real quick. Y'all about to go on tour?
Yeah.
Yeah, old ass niggas put your skinny jeans on.
Mm-hmm.
They did wear it.
Put your jeans back on. You
But
get back out there.
Boy
buddy.
bands. Bring back boy bands and music, and I feel like music will be in a better place.
You know what I think they should bring back?
What?
The Green Day type bands. I think white people need to bring that back because them joints used to be bangers, and then white people trying to rap. They either doing
need to-
country.
you telling them to
they
stay in
need
their
to
lane?
they need to go back to that early 2000s rock music, whatever the fuck it was called. They need to do that shit because that shit was hard. Like Avril Lavigne and all. Like
Yeah.
they was
That's
cooking, and then they just stopped to be rappers. Come on, guys. Like
Well, they didn't stop to be rappers. There just so happens to be white rappers.
they stopped. To be
There isn't good bands like Paramore and all that stuff anymore.
That's what I'm
So,
saying.
Yeah.
Paramore, they from back.
Imagine
then, so-
Dragons is probably the last one.
Man.
Yeah.
And then they even had to
Yeah.
cross over into hip hop with Kendrick
And
Lamar.
that's fine. The crossover is fine.
Yeah.
But like your lane should be that. Like Green Day, Paramore, Imagine Dragons. There's no bands like that no more. Besides the little small bands. But they don't
Yeah,
never get
garage
no
bands.
pub or
Yeah,
nothing
like local
that, so.
stuff. Yeah, you don't see that on the
Yeah.
main stage.
I think everybody need to give R&B the proper respect.
Okay.
Because R&B ain't dead.
Okay. All right, okay.
No,
It ain't dead.
don't snap that because
They
that's
just not giving the props out.
that's
like
the
they
singer
said.
mentality. R&B, I feel like, is more popular than hip hop. And like they don't come out with as much. Like the artists don't come out with as much.
I don't
But when
agree
they
with
come
that.
out with
They come out with listen, they come out.
Yeah.
They just don't get the recognition. But think about it. We got Giveon, we got Lucky Day, we got Ari, we got SZA, we got Cleo.
and they have diehard
I
fan
feel like
bases.
and they do.
I feel like R&B has seasons. Where
It
rap
does.
is all year.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. I'll give you
R&B
that.
has seasons.
But I
Yeah.
feel like people
And-
feel like R&B's like the redheaded stepchild. I feel like
That's
R&B
crazy.
gets love. People love R&B. I'll sit and listen to R&B all day before I throw on some rap. Like for
No,
real,
that's
for
a
real.
fact.
Just existing. I throw on everything else.
I feel like the mainstream don't. though.
Yeah.
Like us as individuals, like everybody probably in here probably listen to R&B on a regular.
Yeah.
But mainstream doesn't get that. Like SZA's blowing up a little bit more, but I think that's because she been like saying crazier stuff though. That's
And
part of
more
it.
because
toxic
if
songs.
you
Yeah,
pay
she been saying
attention
more
to her
toxic
music
stuff.
and her beats, it's a lot more hip hop than it is R&B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you pay attention.
Yeah.
And I feel like that mix is what is getting her popular.
That's
and there's
fair.
been features too. A lot of
Yeah.
her popular songs have been features, even though her own songs are fire.
Mm-hmm.
But you see her on Drake stuff or 21 or somebody like that, and that's the one that's getting played on TikTok all day.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I'll agree.
That's all I'm saying.
That's fair.
I'd say as far
I think
as
Charlie might need something.
oh, what's up, bub?
Hi.
How you doing, bub? Do you need something?
Oh, she
No.
just came up.
Okay,
She was looking at you. I thought she wanted something.
okay. What else was gonna get into? Let's see.
The rock statue.
All right, something else, Keeks, that we wanted to get into. We showed you earlier before we started.
You put it up on the screen.
Yeah, I'll put it up here in front, right in front of
Yeah,
Rick.
yeah,
Since you in the
yeah,
middle.
I could be the rock
Yeah,
statue.
yeah, I'll put it right here.
I look as much like the rock as that statue does.
Yeah, because it's not accurate
That
at
is
all.
not accurate at all.
Keeks, how do you feel about that wax museum in Paris that made The Rock into a statue?
I just feel like they're trying to whitewash out here. that's all I can say. Because
That's a
that, there was no tan. There was no red tint to the skin. There was
It
nothing.
wasn't. It was
You
pale.
telling me The Rock is a white man?
Well, that's what they think.
That's crazy.
They love him so much that I think they don't see what he really looked like sometimes. They just see a bald dude who's muscular, and they just be like, "That's The Rock," and they never really like take in what he actually is.
But
or
he's
look like.
never looked that pale.
No,
You could have gave him
never
something, rosacea or something. You could have gave him something.
At least pink.
Yeah, like something.
Some blush real quick,
pale.
like-
He's pale white, and you got the tattoos right, but you couldn't get the skin color. That's what got me.
No,
That's what got me.
They did.
That's fair.
Every
got the
tattoo
tattoos.
was right,
On point, but the
but
skin.
his skin was wrong.
Come on now. Who
Someone
did that?
held up a picture of his arms with his tattoos and held it against that and be like, "Yep,
Like,
those
come
is
on.
right," but they didn't.
Now hold on,
They didn't see the two different shades.
What if they had a deadline right and Buddy ain't finished?
You better spray tan, zoom, take
That's
the statue to
crazy.
zoom
He was
tan. I don't know.
Just put it out.
Put it under the
Yeah,
machine and just
real
be like,
quick.
they
I'm
do the
telling
orange
you.
spray. They could have did the orange spray and
coulda
it would have
did
been a
that.
little less disrespectful.
Because even The Rock was like, guys,
God,
come on,
brothers,
man, yeah, like,
I could give you some palette.
yeah, like,
This is what I look like.
like y'all tweaking right now. You could have called WWE. You could have
Anything.
you could have did anything. I do have a hot take on The Rock as a wrestling fan. People be saying, they count him as a black champion, a black world champion. I don't, because he's Samoan.
Yeah.
Samoans he is black, don't get me wrong,
black.
but Samoans have a foothold in wrestling, not just WWE, just wrestling in general. Because he's Samoan and he's one of the most popular Samoans, yes, he was going to get the title anyway. It wasn't because he was black.
I feel
You
like
see what I'm
this
saying?
is what
It wasn't like...
apart from wrestling, this is how I feel about The Rock. He's very, I guess, outward facing with his Samoan heritage.
Yes.
And you
yeah.
rarely ever hear him like
Unless
talk
he's chilling
about
with Kevin Hart.
Yeah, yeah, unless he's with other black people.
he's not
and
black,
not even other black people, Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart specifically,
yeah.
not
that he
other black
doesn't
people.
really talk about being black. Even though he grew up in a household with his Samoan mother and his
He
black
only-
dad,
yeah,
his
he only
completely
seen
black
his Samoan
dad.
side of family
Yeah.
in the summer. Like he wasn't around. He was around the niggas.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Like,
majority of the
predominantly
time
more-
until he started wrestling.
Yeah, and then he
Then
seen the
he
rest
was
of his
around.
family. I
Samoan
feel like that's
people.
weird. I don't know. I don't know. That's,
though. I don't feel like he should identify as black. And I feel like people mix it up because black is a race. Like if he's Samoan, that's what his nationality. That's you know what I'm
But
saying.
he's half. But
you know
that's
what I'm
true.
saying.
That's
That's
only
true.
half of him though. That's like
Yeah.
that's like if Drake like and he has his suspect moments. But that's like if Drake just like only really related to his Jewish side and like he still rapped and everything, but anytime you talked to him, he only talked about like the Jewish side of his life, that part of it, and he never really got into like because you can only ignore one half of yourself for so long. Like growing up, The Rock wasn't just going around being like, I'm only Samoan. His dad was
No.
alive. He wasn't just looking at his dad being like, I'm literally not what you are. He's
Well, his
literally-
dad made him want to be a wrestler. It
yeah,
wasn't
so
even
he
Samoan
looked up
side,
to
yeah.
him to a certain extent if
Yeah.
he went into literally the same profession. But it's like, I don't know, it's so weird. Maybe
And then
because
his mom was like, "Those are your cousins, the
Yeah.
other wrestlers that you see."
maybe
And
because
she
he was
like, "Oh, okay."
so Samoan passing. Like he only
Okay.
had like slight black, like the black feature on him was his hair when he grew it out and he didn't straighten it.
And when he
when he
No,
used
I
to
did
just have
think it
the
was
fro.
crazy when they threw Buddy in the Nation of Domination because I was just like, that was a black group. They was supposed to be Black
Yeah.
Panthers. Shout out Mr. McMahon, you racist bastard. But whatever, they threw him in there.
Is he racist?
Oh, very
He
much.
wore a
so.
do rag and said nigga. That's like
Please
that's
stop.
it's
What's
not-
up, my nigga?
Yeah.
To John Cena, and then Booker T's like,
just looked at the camera in the biggest coon moment of wrestling ever.
they put
Oh,
that,
God.
and they put
Do-rag.
that on national TV, bro. Shout out Mr. McMahon.
A
That's what he
do-rag
did.
was nuts.
Yeah, he was ECW champion. He had to. It was hardcore. He had to do it. But yeah, that's
Crazy.
my hot take on The Rock. I feel like when it comes to wrestling, people be like, "Oh, he was a black champ," because WWE don't have a lot of black African American champions. Recently during the pandemic, they went crazy.
Yeah,
every
but-
week it was a black champ.
Well, because they realized
nobody
that's who
was watching it
that's
at
who
the
they
time.
realized was watching it.
Yeah,
They
but-
finally was like, oh wait.
They said, "Oh, niggas be watching."
It was like they had that 3-man group that had the bootios and they was like, man.
Oh yeah,
And then people was
New
like,
Day.
these niggas a joke. But then the black people was like, they all we got. And then we
Yeah.
championed them, bought the bootios.
Yeah.
The people did. I don't
Pancake.
really
They
like
dropped
cereal.
a pancake mix too. Shout out to them. They cook.
I'm not eating booty over pancakes.
What?
Yeah, that's what their box
They-
of cereal
they
was.
had a
Bootios.
box of
Yeah.
cereal called Bootios.
I don't know who's.
I don't know why,
That.
but I will say regarding them, I won't blame Mr. McMahon for that. Them niggas did that.
Yeah, no, they wanted to.
Yeah, they
but,
wanted to do that, so I won't.
But
blame
you
Mr.
know,
McMahon for
wrestling agreed to it, so they have to hold some
that.
responsibility.
Let's move on, man. Let's move on. What else we got on here? Oh, okay. I have a question for y'all as a big person myself. Why do you guys think big people don't never get kidnapped?
I got a lot of thoughts on this.
Oh yeah,
You actually have thoughts
Hey,
on
let her-
this?
yeah.
I thought this was a
Listen,
I thought this
let
was
her
a
cook,
throwaway
let her
question.
listen. I know I'm not the biggest person out here,
Mm-hmm.
but I just know, like, somebody kidnapped me. First of all, I'm dropping all my weight
Just go
immediately.
You just go ahead that way.
All of my weight. Are you gonna drag me?
Yeah.
You're gonna be tired before we get
It's
to the
gonna be
van,
effort. It's gonna be effort.
and I'm gonna be chilling. As soon as you get me close, I'm out of here. I don't care. What?
And they can't knock you out because that's
Nah,
the same
yeah.
effort. Except
Right.
they can literally get no assistance from you. They literally
You
just
gonna
gotta
have
do
to
all
have
that.
a
Dude,
four-man
little people
team
don't
to
be
get me out of here.
assisted though. That's
No, but I'm saying if you awake, I'm saying
Okay.
you're not going like your body going to at least like try to keep you balanced, keep you up a little bit.
yeah,
Even
yeah,
if you
yeah.
try and do the dead weight, you're gonna feel like your ankle scraped the ground. Like, oh shit, that hurts. So you gonna like get up
And they
for a
don't
second.
care if you-
Yeah, they don't
don't.
care.
They don't
but
care.
But if you knocked out, you literally if they try to lift you into the van, that's like it's like
So-
lift your back.
so
not
it's
with
an effort thing.
It's an
guys.
effort
It's
thing.
an
Yeah.
thing.
Definitely effort,
Okay.
and then like maybe it's like a slight intimidation because it's like if they catch me one time,
Yeah, that's
Because what if they grab you?
Yeah,
they grab
exactly.
you not going nowhere. You get reverse kidnapped.
Like, nah, come here. No, you coming.
Just saying, it makes sense to me.
Imagine a kidnapping. He's like, no, please.
Just please don't take me. I was going to take you. Please don't take me nowhere.
No, that's crazy. That's
No.
a skit. That might be a
That's-
crazy
That's a
skit.
terrible
What we
skit.
gotta do.
So what do you think is like what's the height and weight like limit on kidnapping? Like, because too tall factors in too. Like if they light,
Oh,
but
you're
like
not
they like
kidnapping a tall motherfucker.
like what?
That's
How tall? Like 5'10", kidnappable, but 6 foot not.
6 foot? No, you're probably not
6 foot.
kidnapping a 6 foot.
What if you
person.
do though? Is that like a notch on your belt? Like I caught this.
Somebody that like, oh no, I get big people.
That's my
No,
target demographic. I got a system. It works every time.
like see, I have one of them pulley things. So I push them niggas.
I just hook them
Never.
in and just roll them like a fishing rod. Just roll them into the van.
If a nigga hook me like a fish, bro, you gotta beef him. I gotta fight.
Oh,
you
you're
or
not
something.
gonna win that. He got a system already.
He do got a system. Damn.
So like if a kidnapper is like 5'8"
Okay.
and he kidnapped a dude who's like 6'5", is
He's
that
crazy.
legendary?
Yeah.
He gotta get put under the jail. Because like, he like,
Because that's wild.
yeah, like what's wrong? Like
How did he
that?
do it? How
Yeah.
did he get that?
Yeah, how do you
How
like?
did he get an NBA level
yeah,
height?
like what did he, like he stole Devin Booker.
That's stupid.
How did he do that?
And then what's
Okay.
the weight limit?
Mm.
All
200
I'm saying,
is a lot.
I was gonna say, if I drop this 200 on you, you ain't get me. You gonna need a team. You gonna need a
200. I feel like 200 is doable. It gotta be like linebacker. It gotta be like 280.
That's crazy.
280.
It gotta be
okay.
LeBron. But like it don't
Yeah,
matter the
280.
height.
Yeah. Okay.
260, 280, then it's like I literally can't maneuver you anywhere without help. Like it gotta be like that's like a squad. That's a squad
280
endeavor.
you're not doing it. Not
Yeah.
by yourself.
that's a,
You
that's
gonna
a
need
group
2 or
endeavor.
3 niggas, and then now you're drawing attention.
now it's 3 people surrounding somebody like this.
Yeah,
Like,
and they're
you're
probably
not go-
fighting back, and they're like, "Yo, what the fuck am I doing?" Now you got people like, "Hey, what's going
I'm
on?
6'2", 280. Like I'm
Yeah, what are y'all niggas
We just
doing?
gonna be like this in the parking lot.
Imagine a basketball nigga like, "Are y'all trying to kidnap me?"
This has never happened.
No, that's crazy. Please don't kidnap anybody,
Please don't.
But
and don't start attacking big people because you want a challenge.
test it, to
Yeah,
be
like,
like-
oh, they think R&P think we can.
we can't do it. We gonna go on a big people kidnapping spree.
Yeah, no,
They really
please
just
don't do
grab
that.
them and then release them. It's like catch and release.
Like, yeah.
like, yeah.
Tell Rick and them,
That's
tell Keeks and them.
crazy.
They take them for the
That's
Walmart
one.
parking
That's
lot
one. We like, guys.
and then dump them in like another parking lot.
Guys, it's
just
not a
like, yeah.
competition. You
It's
don't
really
gotta
not.
do that. You don't gotta do that.
That's 5 this week.
We like,
we on a record.
we gonna get arrested. We gonna get swatted.
Yeah,
They gonna be like, y'all.
we started a trend. Kidnap the
Kidnap
big
a
people.
bit. That's crazy. What about them niggas that be doing the trust fall shit?
I've seen
They
those.
get kidnapped.
What?
You never seen the? It's like a TikTok thing.
Yeah,
it's
he's
super.
big.
It's a super big dude.
He got to be like 350.
Yeah, and he'll just go up to people randomly on his college campus, and he'll just
Trust
turn
fall.
around and be like, "Trust fall,"
Oh,
and then
nah.
just like,
Yeah,
he'll just lean his whole weight. And then it got to a point where he stopped doing it to like people he didn't know, and it started to be like a whole joke of like people like running away or whatever. But he did do it to someone who had crutches.
He did. That was
they
foul.
all fell over.
That was
It
foul.
was crazy. They had a whole
crazy.
they had a whole
Dude-
boot,
yeah,
and they
'cause
was
dude
like,
already
"Please."
injured.
Yeah, he said, "Please," as he tried to
He
hobble.
was begging.
Nah.
He said, please. So, do you think that dude could get kidnapped?
No, he can't. It would be literally impossible to kidnap him.
Because
Impossible.
If you knock him out, you're not.
You're not moving him. You're not taking him from point A to point B.
You had to like have like what's them pallet joints?
Oh, like the
Pallet jack.
yeah, just
Not
you roll
Scoopy
him
Mom.
down there and just
But even that, see that right there, you're drawing
Exactly.
attention. You draw
I think
too
that's
much
the key.
attention.
They don't kidnap big people because it draws attention.
in this
There you go.
generation, I feel like everybody does everything for clout. So if you just set up a tripod and a phone, you could get away with like a lot.
A nigga kidnapping people, but he acted like, oh, it's just
a joke.
Nah.
Yeah, they in on
That's
it.
good.
Like I swear, don't bother them. It's a part of the joint. Just they in on it.
I don't know.
She's
No,
having
we
a
got
ball.
our conspiracy.
I don't know what
theories.
Shiley doing in there, but she's having a good time.
Somebody gonna catch on. We got
A
conspiracy
murderer
theories.
person. Actually, now because it's this TikTok, you know that dude with the glasses? The
That's
dude with the
This
glasses,
is not very descriptive.
and he be like in his girlfriend's house, like, and she don't know he's in there. He be like, oh, I just seen my girl or something like that, but then they said, oh, it was fake.
Oh, so like he was in.
Yeah, he was acting
in
like a stalker.
girl
Yeah,
that he was acting like was his
Yeah.
girlfriend's house without her knowing.
Yes, but then they finally was like, oh no, like please stop calling
On the police, like this is a joke.
And then
I
she
know her.
started doing it to him, like, oh, I'm at
as
my
a get. Okay,
boyfriend's
that's nice.
house or whatever.
Yeah.
But at first, he did like 20 videos, and people was like, this nigga might not be joking.
Imagine that though. Like people do.
That's
so
what I'm saying.
much-
What if a nigga was like really doing some crazy shit, and we just thought he a TikToker?
It's been like that. There was the one dude. Very sad story. It was the one dude who killed that old man on live. And people didn't know that was a joke at
Oh,
first.
yeah.
You remember
Oh,
that?
yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
so you just really don't know
You don't.
what's for what.
Until
'Cause
you, like,
everybody
on the
thought that
news,
was a joke
They
until
like,
the
yeah,
news
they just
reported on
arrested
it.
that nigga.
Yeah, and so
Fuck.
you just never know what is, and like you said, just a camera being out, people just be like, oh, they just doing whatever.
They playing around, or
Yeah.
that's a skit or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you can kidnap big people and put a camera out. I guess.
Well,
Don't do
do
it.
it.
don't do it.
Don't do it.
If you do,
They tagging us.
yeah.
in it.
Just
Please don't, because they go to.
what was the
Don't
plan? Like, what? How did you break it down? Like, what did you do? What equipment did
Rick,
you need?
no, don't tell.
If they're gonna do it right. You know.
I do it right.
Let's go.
That's a terrible way to look at it, right?
Rick, what else we got, man?
I don't know what else is on there. I don't,
We got the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, so as a woman, right? We don't have very many women on this podcast because it just happens that way. What are some non-negotiables for first dates, like location-wise? Where can a person not take you on a first date?
There's definitely some spots on that list. Like, first of all, I hate Olive Garden. There's
What
no
you
business.
said?
You got to stand on
If
business.
you got three.
If you got we was talking about because Charlie's at the age where he has to help her with math homework, and he was doing the classic parent, like, what don't you understand about this math
Yeah,
problem?
yeah.
And so we
I
came
felt like
up.
my dad. It fucked me up. I was
Yeah.
like, yo, this is crazy.
We came up with a great system
Well,
of
no,
like.
don't say me.
I
You.
came up with a great system for him. It was like if Charlie got 3 ass whoopings and I take one away, how many ass whoopings does she have? Steve thought it was hilarious, and I'm telling you, he should have
Yo.
did it.
That's black parent math.
Oh my god! Be like, if you got 4 ass whoopings, and I give, nah,
And I
that's
give
crazy.
you, and I take one away, and then whatever
How many
whatever
ass
number they
whoopings
give
you
you is
got?
whatever number they got. So if they like, the bullshit 7, just for
Like,
the
oh,
you
well,
know,
you
7,
got
you got 7 ass
That's a
whoopings.
fucked up.
I bet you they give you a low
They do
number.
not- They gonna be great at math. They are gonna be great at math, but that's a fucked up way.
It's a fucked up way.
But Keeks, what was you saying? What's some non-negotiable?
Yeah,
stories?
Okay.
obviously, like fast food restaurants. I feel like I already know.
I personally don't like to go to anyone's house for the first date. That's people do that.
I've been out the game a long time. People be like, come to my house
Yeah.
on first
Niggas will
meet.
say
On
it.
first,
I will tell you this. I don't trust men.
that's
Oh,
fair.
fair.
I feel like
Fair.
that's 100%.
I will not go to a man's house on the first
You
date.
should never.
You should go to nobody's house off the off the meet. Like
Off
if I
the-
don't know you,
yeah.
no.
So first date, they in your inbox, they being like, I like your vibe, whatever. Take you out.
Rick a 90s.
I don't know what the game is. I've been out of the game for almost a decade now. I don't know what the game is.
That's a fact.
How do you even broach like come to this address?
I don't know, 'cause that's
like, get
They
an
be like,
Uber.
come chill with me.
Oh
Come
yeah,
kick
yeah.
it
Come
with me.
chill.
Now,
Match
when
it.
I was a teenager, I won't cap.
Well, that's different.
I had
'Cause
to grow to get to this point.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about as adults. As teenagers, you
Shit
can get that
happens.
shit off because
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
you got no money to go anywhere else.
Pretty much.
Yeah, unless you so
Like,
so
this
old, you
motherfucker
don't
live
got a
on
car.
Bailey. I can get the phone.
Yeah, that's a walk.
I can take the phone.
That's
I can get the 19 in that motherfucker.
$2.15 of my life.
I could do that. I
Yeah,
could do that.
but as adults, like
Yeah.
in our age, the house,
Yeah.
Niggas be like,
the
match it.
home.
What's some
Oh,
other
like
shit niggas
smoking
do?
and
That
shit.
shit is a crazy one.
Yeah.
I just be like, I don't smoke. Well, I don't. But
Yeah,
definitely not smoking with you.
Smoking. Yeah, first meet my house and drugs that alter my mind. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's.
Niggas do it. I've heard niggas do it.
That's sick.
Dude.
What else? What's some other non-negotiable?
I wouldn't.
man.
Don't take me to a family function unless we going as like bro and sis.
What is happening?
Don't take me to a. It was on the list.
It was
What
on
am
the
I?
list.
What
It
am
was
I
on the
learning?
list.
They say meet you for the first time. Come meet my
The rest of
extended
your family. That's crazy. That's insane to me.
Oh my god.
Cause they're gonna be like, oh, that's you, nephew. No, it's not.
That's you, nephew.
That's why they
It's
bring
not.
you.
That's what- yeah, 'cause they
want their
haven't-
unc to say that.
They haven't
It's
had
not
a,
you, though.
a
Oh,
Oh,
good
nephew, you got
girl,
another
right?
one? Yeah.
That's
Another
crazy.
one is
Another one? Yeah,
insanity.
yeah,
he
that's
don't
it.
like that. Uncle don't like you.
He don't- he a hoe
Another
for that
one.
He
That's
a hoe for that one,
crazy.
but-
Yeah. I
what-
won't lie. I went to Chick-fil-A for a first date though, but that's only because I never had Chick-fil-A before.
I feel like that's
Chick-fil-A on the
prerogative
first date.
Mm-hmm.
in the terms
And it was a
of,
long ass line, so we had a really long
yes.
talk.
Yeah,
It was great.
I learned a lot.
Yes, about each other
Yep.
before we could even place
Was
our
it
order.
drive-through or y'all went in?
No, it was drive-through because it was supposed to be a quick thing, right? Because it was just
So
like,
the date was in the car.
Yep. I won't even cap to you.
That's a crazy.
Men complain a lot about dating, but they be getting off the craziest shit.
See-
I've never or not even just men, anybody just getting off the craziest shit. Like the dating seems like wild. It's like the wild
I
west.
feel like some niggas there's no middle ground, right? I think some niggas do the bare minimum.
Yeah,
and
and
then
then-
some niggas go too far, like first date Turks and Caicos shit. So it's like there's no middle ground, and now everybody's just all fucked by it. I think that's what
Everything I've learned from my mom and dad in movies just seems like
Well, that's like
it's fairy tale.
It's like that's crazy.
that's like
nuts.
You remember the one nigga? He was like he was talking about girls or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
His grandma was like, "Well, why don't you buy a nice young lady some flowers or something?" He said, "Grandma, he said, they don't want no goddamn flowers."
They do though. That's not cool. They do.
We
That's
do
what you
know.
said
I
to
hear
grandma.
I hear about flowers all the time.
I feel like
they just die so quick that I just don't. I can't like convince myself to buy them.
buy 'em.
I
like,
feel like
often.
that's selfish.
It is selfish. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like defending myself. That's a very
I
bad
had somebody
outlook.
say that to me, and I have not talked to that man since.
See, I'm not against buying flowers. I'm just against buying them often. If they're,
I
if
feel like
they're
if you
not
buy
going
them-
into like if they're not getting taken care of in the vase, like at least because it just feels like it's a one-off thing and it didn't mean as much to her as she tried to convince me. That's how I looked at it. Because it's like if you just go and let it sit and die in the couple days that I got them, then it's like, did you really want them, or did you just want me to put the effort to get them? Because I could do that with other stuff.
I think often though
That's
is
how I look at it.
I think it just loses its value though, like the flowers thing specifically, or anything really. If you doing
Often.
something every week and she knows you do, it's gonna lose its value eventually.
Yeah, it
She
won't be
like,
as.
every Thursday this nigga get me a bouquet of flowers. Like, okay, it's cool.
But then when you don't do it, then it's.
Yeah, if you don't do it, it's
you can't set a standard if you're not going to keep that standard.
Yeah.
Because then that's going to cause a whole lot. You don't love me no more. I'm like,
oh yeah, the one Thursday you don't. Yeah, don't. Yeah.
They just didn't have them. They didn't have them in stock. I didn't want to.
You could have picked them, and then you're done. You're cooked. Yeah, you're cooked.
You could have grew them in the backyard.
Yeah, you're cooked, bro. You should have just. You should have did it like monthly.
Monthly, yeah.
Toned it down
once a
little
year, flowers randomly, and then
that. Yeah, I feel like once a year.
Yeah, that's too little. I feel like
Well,
special occasions.
Yeah, I was gonna
flowers
say
is-
special
yeah.
occasions.
Okay.
Birthday.
Yeah, birthdays, anniversaries,
Yeah.
And then
holidays,
occasionally
yeah.
throw in some I just was thinking about you.
Yeah. A normal human being stuff.
Yeah.
Like I just the like super high standard is like I feel like that's the super fairy tale, but then I guess there's people out there doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And so what can I say except, if you got a bag, use it. But
Well, yeah. Well, first of all, if you got bread, then you do whatever you want.
if you got money.
Yeah, like Drizzy, he took old boy mom. He
Oh yeah, to
rented out whole
the baseball
Oh,
stadium.
yeah.
When you got
remember
bread,
that.
it don't matter.
Yeah, and
but
it-
for regular niggas, you gotta
TMZ magically found him from a
realistic.
helicopter
They knew he was gonna be there
because he told them.
because he told them he was gonna
They
be there.
didn't hear on the grapevine. Drake
Oh,
ran out
Drake
the
ran out-
the
no.
baseball. No, Drake was
He
like
let
he
him
called
know.
TMZ. He was like, I'm buying stadiums for these women. Someone got to get this on camera.
Amari
And
Bailey was one of the first dudes to be like, he can fuck my mama.
That's crazy.
Because he was buying
I
them
know.
shit.
Well,
he was buying them chains and sneakers and all that shit. And he was like, Drake being my stepdad.
ain't that bad. Well, he knew it wasn't gonna be stepdad situation. It's Drake.
He was trying. He was trying. He's like, Mom, stop arguing.
Just listen to Drake. He's making sense right now.
She like, boy, if you don't get this fuck out. Please. No, shout out to Amari Bailey. My bad. I don't know.
Did
what
talk
you was
crazy.
doing. But he did buy him a lot of shit. That's
a
all
lot
I'm
of
saying.
change. So
Um,
Chick-fil-A is, I feel like, on the higher end of the fast food spectrum. But I was taught to avoid fast
That was
food
also
for days.
that was a one-off thing.
That was one
Okay.
off
Like
thing.
it was like we had a conversation. He knew that I never been to Chick-fil-A, so it was like
okay.
a gesture type
Oh,
thing, and I
man.
was all right with that. 'Cause
Okay.
we had a good rapport.
Okay.
But nah, fast food
He
for the
used-
first.
He used his knowledge.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It was
Okay.
a little bit more substance.
I'm
to it.
understanding now.
Yeah.
Okay, he got away with that.
So what else? Is
Is cheesecake okay?
Yeah, what about
Cheesecake is
cheesecake?
definitely okay. First of all,
Okay.
their menu we can go every week if
And
you want.
not get the same thing twice.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Their
no.
menu is so huge. I like their interior decor and everything. Like it's pretty.
I think it's mid. The one in the Galleria looks
I
kind of
haven't
weird.
been to that one.
That one looks weird on the inside. I
does?
don't know how it compares to actual like solo cheesecakes, but that
I was gonna say, 'cause the one
looks
I went
that's
to-
the one
yeah.
at the mall.
It looks
Yeah.
like a church.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
it's like
mine didn't
it
look
got
like
like a
that.
bunch of like mirrors and then like the like,
Mine's
more
kinda
the
look
stainless glass.
Like it drew some inspiration from like the Mayan temples or something.
No, that's
It
not
was
how that
very
shit.
like it was very dim. Like it was nice.
They
in
complain
there.
about cheesecake.
No,
that sound
one
nicer than
I'm
the
that
other
just
one
saying, it
woman
was
really-
complained about
Yeah.
cheesecake.
Yeah,
But
the one lady.
the full
complained about
video's wild because the
Mm-hmm.
dude she was supposed to go on the date with.
cheesecake. You know how she do.
Yeah,
She'd
but
be like, oh, okay, and then. All right, I'm sorry, y'all. Go ahead.
you be a dad. There's not a lot of y'all. Supposedly, I feel like that. I think the stat is saying that there's a lot of black
More-
men
now,
involved
yeah.
with their children.
Our dads was mine
Yeah.
specifically was.
Mine was,
Yeah, but in general,
in the scheme of things,
in the scheme of things, our dads wasn't.
they were
around.
missing in action.
Uh,
Next generation,
Next
though.
generation, because
Fixing
the other ones wasn't.
they were like, oh man,
Like, damn, that didn't feel good.
let me try this.
Let me
thing.
lock in a
Yeah.
little bit. That
I'll give it a
wasn't cool.
6-month probation.
Oh, that's
if they're
fucked.
if they're not
That's fucked.
That's wild.
6
No,
months, you
that's
try it
fucked.
out, you'd be like,
Nah,
all right.
if you're doing that, just go away, bro. If you're talking
know
about
what?
a time frame, or
Yeah.
you're
You know
done,
what?
bro.
You
You're
putting
done.
in work. I like your dribbling. I think we could do something here. 6 months, I'm locked in now. Father of the year, and then they go to
What if you
sports.
found out? What if you found out Shorty, like you was talking to, her kid's father was like an NBA nigga or like a D1 nigga?
Yeah.
You'd be like, I can stick around.
I can stick around.
He might be 6'8". You know what I'm saying?
I might be raising the next
Crying.
LeBron. Like you got to take those. You got to factor those in. Like
That's nasty work. Though.
it is.
That is
That's
disgusting.
crazy. Work. What was we talking about? I
We
forgot.
was talking about cheesecake.
Cheesecake.
She was talking about her cheesecake was like Mayan temple dim.
Yeah,
That's
so
not how
what
It
cheesecake?
was nice.
That's a nice cheesecake.
It was
Yeah.
nice.
Okay. So cheesecake is okay for you.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
that woman didn't like it for whatever reason, but she was late to the date, and I guess he had a reservation to a
Yeah.
nicer spot.
Yep.
And
Mm.
but she was like an hour late
Yep.
and had him sitting in the car, and so he
So
was
at
like,
Oh,
that
that's
point-
the whole story.
Yeah.
And so for me, if being in his shoes, you an hour late.
It ain't no date.
"Yeah, I would
Thank
have
you.
skirted
Be
off."
happy that
Yeah.
I brought you the cheese.
Yeah, because you
Had
would
me
have
waiting
came
in the car
downstairs.
at that.
Yeah, he would have came downstairs.
Oh, he was waiting in the
He
car.
was
Yeah,
waiting
well-
outside for her
I'm fine with that because
for an hour.
Not with the length and time. I'm talking about just waiting in the car if she's not ready
Well, that's
because
different,
because
right?
you don't want maybe invite a random stranger to your apartment.
That's
like,
fair.
or
That I
whatever.
respect.
But to not let them know in advance that you're running late and then to run a later hour and then not from what he said and what she agreed, she didn't let him know nothing. She was just
Oh, I
she
would have
just-
pulled off.
Yeah, I would have. That's why. That's where he
After
fucked
like
up.
20 minutes.
Yeah, he
20
stayed.
minutes is crap. That's just being like
Yeah,
cool.
courteous. Yeah.
After 20 minutes and I ain't heard nothing from you, I'd be like, well, I guess I'm going to cheesecake.
I guess.
No
I
fact.
guess I'm going by myself.
Fuck it, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I really want a cheesecake today.
So
Then you just
cheesecake is
go.
okay.
Okay.
Applebee's is that okay?
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you.
Uh-oh.
Not for the first date,
Yeah.
but on some cool type.
Yeah.
Let's get some boneless wings and drinks. Oh yes.
Applebee's okay. So
'Cause they
Applebee's.
boneless wings be on point.
They do. They do.
Who got the dollar margaritas? Is that Applebee's? Who got
I
the?
think so.
Yeah.
Yep. The Dollaritas.
That's yeah.
Give me one margarita.
That's crazy.
All I'm saying, we could go to Applebee's.
No, the
It just
dollar
gotta be like the
margaritas
fourth or fifth
for the-
date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
So-
dollar margaritas is diabolical though. You can't do that's got to be illegal,
not on
bro.
not on the first.
I'm saying
not on
them
the first
selling
date.
them.
Oh,
for
just
dollars.
in
That's
general.
diabolical as hell.
Well, you know, they $1.
They got motherfuckers to go to Applebee's. though.
So now that leads me to the question: what's the etiquette for like second dates now? Like, so like if first dates have their own little thing, nobody talks about what is a second date. Like, does a second date
You
have
lucky
to
you made
be
it there, buddy.
on par with the first date, or can it be like just a little bit under, not crazy under, but just a little bit
I
under?
feel
or-
like I like doing active stuff. So if we make it to the second date, we need to be bowling, race car driving,
Okay.
something
Okay.
fun.
Bowling's a good date.
Now I suck at bowling, but I'm gonna talk
Oh,
crazy shit.
well, you
Okay.
can't talk.
I
You can't talk shit if you're bad at it.
Listen,
That's not.
What about bowling as a first date? Because I think that was on the list. As a
the only reason why I say no is just because I like a more intimate setting for the first date.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
because I want to get to know you. Like, let's talk.
Gotcha.
I think bowling's as first dates only worked out as teenagers. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
because it's like it's quick. It's a group activity. So if it was a bunch of y'all,
Yeah.
I could do like a whatever, and it'd be whatever. What about movies? Are movies first dates
Movies.
for adults?
I think movies is a no go because like for a first date,
Because y'all not talking. Y'all just
Yeah,
watching.
'cause you just watch-
Y'all just watching.
and
the
if you
screen.
talking, y'all just be a dickhead.
y'all just talking.
Y'all could have did that someplace else at a conversation.
Y'all could have
feel
sat
like-
I'm
outside.
trying to watch Deadpool, fam. Like,
Low
what are you
key for
doing?
me, it depends on the movie.
Okay.
First of
Okay.
all, I'm a huge Marvels fan.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if we can be in that joint together, knowing
Okay.
exactly what's going on, I watch a Marvel.
You watch a
Okay.
movie? Okay.
I'll also
Marvel
watch
movie?
a scary movie. Just understand you might get abused a little bit,
Ah.
depending on how scared I am.
Okay.
So you like scary movies, but you're jumpy at scary movies.
Oh yeah, I love it.
See,
I love
I've
the thrill.
I've not met those.
I love it.
I know people who like horror movies, but then like they don't jump at horror movies. They just like to watch them, which I feel
I'll
like is
jump,
scary to me. But
And then I'll be like, that was like a mid 4 out of 10.
but you can't. But you jumped. You can't do that.
At the end of it though, I could recap like,
be like,
that was mid.
It was like, hey, big dog, you was crying. Though.
you were actively not looking at the screen for 45%
Solid
of the
6,
movie.
bro.
Like,
That's
that's about a
crazy.
5.5. It's all right. Like, fam, you got tears in your eyes.
You know, I hate horror movies. Well, I hate like actually scary horror movies. I love B horror movies because that's all me and my grandma watch, like the Placid Lake, like the sci-fi stuff. Yeah, Lake there it is.
Placid,
Yep,
there we go.
Lake Placid. I love that movie because it's so hokey. It's so terrible. Like those type of movies I love, but actual horror movies like The Conjuring, Insidious, like all
Love
those,
'em.
I hate them. Anything that deals with like stuff I can't fight. Like if it's ghosts,
Can't fight a ghost.
ghost demons,
definitely
Nope.
like I can't deal with that. Now, if it's just a dude with a mask, I'm like, man, that's a two-piece, and he done.
Oh, no.
And it's just, obviously, you're not going to actually win, but the option I have the option of like, if push come to shove, I can hit him with a two-piece and he'll be stunned.
7 feet, and he only.
I'm not saying I'm a win. I'm just saying he'll
day.
feel it. Yeah, he'll feel it though. Like he ain't going to just eat the two-piece. Like it's just.
You don't know who he is, Jason? Them niggas.
Well, Jason's different. He's more like
mystical,
a ghost. Yeah, he's like
Yeah,
I'm talking about like.
A regular nigga.
Yeah, I'm talking about like Saw, like Jigsaw, like the old man. Like after I beat the puzzle, if I get to the old man, he not winning that fight.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm just
as far as the Jigsaw shit, I'd be like, if he was telling like, "Oh, cut your arm off," or I'm like, "Bro, no,
just kill me, just kill me."
No, I'm not having you enjoy yourself, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you, just kill me. It's
just
over.
for you to maybe even lose in the end. Anyway,
like, bro, no,
I'm gonna die the same way I
you
came
might as well
in.
turn your camera off, big dog, because I'm not
it's no type of spectacle
I'm not
happening,
doing it, bro. That should be every movie. I don't know why people be like, oh, well, I got to do the puzzle. No, you don't.
Yeah, you could just die.
He already got you, right? Yeah. He's saying he's going to let you go, but
you don't know.
He's probably not letting you go.
And their life stories aren't even that extravagant. So what are we living for at this point?
True. Well, no, some of them would be like lawyers and judges and
what
stuff.
What are we living for at this point?
But even still, though, like...
I'm saying they got a little bit of money.
If you... what is it help you?
Not right now.
Still got you in a basement.
But I'm saying your quality of life when you get out of there, you know, might be a little... You know,
it depends. It depends on how much bread.
Like
you're making.
only having one arm and having like $500,000 is different than only having one arm and living check to check. You know?
Oh yeah, me as constructed and nigga was just like, oh, cut your arm off. I'm like, no, bro.
There's no reason for me to be out of this room for me to go do an 8 hour.
I probably got fired because of your bitch ass.
Yeah, I need it today.
Yeah, I needed to work.
My check
Christmas
today's short,
and you just fucked me, so you might as well.
I'm homeless now. You want me to be one armed and homeless?
Saying, like, fuck
I'm not
bro.
doing this.
You got
but if you got like, you know, you got some money, be one armed, you miss your day at work, you can go out there and live your life still. You got a story too.
Yeah, you can act like you was a hero, and I saved.
I looked at Jigsaw and I said, "Fuck you," and then I cut my
shit
arm
on
off,
yourself.
and you was crying, throwing up, like, "Please let me go." And then you saw
Jigsaw dropped the video. This nigga capping.
Not this nigga capping.
He was never like that. Don't ever speak on me again. And then it's just a video of you crying, saying, "Please let me go."
That
nigga was crying, bro. No, we need a hood. Scary Movie already did
it.
Yeah,
hood song, but it would be different though, a little bit different.
Yeah, don't do it. Yeah, don't do it like Scary Movie did it. Do it like how black people will read it. It'd be short because we'd be like, bro, we're not.
Well, have you seen any recent horror movies? It is that season.
Ooh, I went to see The Nun.
I did. I seen that too.
What did I see?
Y'all braver than
I seen Talk to Me in theaters.
I heard that movie was crazy.
I personally liked it. A lot of people didn't like it because it had like a whole storyline and it wasn't all gory. But that shit was fire.
I heard it. I heard people. Well, I heard people like the story. You're right.
Yeah.
I haven't heard much on the horror aspect of it, but they thought the idea of it all
I think it was
cool.
fire.
The Nun was okay.
I was like, even in the first opening when they in the church and I wasn't fazed.
I just didn't like that they kept sending that little boy into the basement. I was like, after the first time, I would have been like, somebody else could get the wine.
No, seriously, because the wine ain't even that important. Yeah. Let's get some grape juice from the store.
Imagine
they was making little dude get...
Yeah, it was a church. Yeah, they was making little dude get
his basketball was rolling out all by itself.
So imagine if you in like this hallway here, right? But the bathroom...
First of all, don't use my
I got
as
you.
an example.
So imagine at the end of the hallway, the bathroom
don't
light wasn't on, but you literally couldn't see into it, right?
I'm good. I don't
And then something rolled into it, and then you don't hear nothing, and then it rolled back.
Me and Shiley be at my dad's crib.
But then they sent a little kid, and it happened, and he did it twice. I would the first time.
Yeah,
they sent the little kid to
go get the wine. Yeah.
They didn't know it was a demon down there.
Dude, go handle that real quick.
They didn't know it was a demon down there.
Like, but Dad, like, go handle that. I'm not going. You go do it.
Little kids always survive. He did survive, by the way.
Okay. Well.
No little kids died in that, which I feel like that's like the horror movie.
Yeah, they don't do that. I don't think it's been horror films where.
Yeah. Oh yes, no. Whole family got yapped in that. There was no dubs. Nobody won against. I forgot what the monster name was, but he murks the whole family.
Speaking of movies, me and my dad went to see. I can't remember the name of it. I think it might have been one of the Conjuring movies.
Uh huh.
And we was laughing because like in the theater, like we were like asshole laughing.
Yep.
Because the ghost like shot a shotgun or something.
All right, that's funny though.
What?
And
That's
we was like,
that's
I
funny
can't
as
remember
hell.
which one. It was a while. We was in high school, I think, around that time.
That's funny.
And
as
we
shit.
were like just laughing, and other people started laughing because we
yeah,
was laughing.
because it's funny as hell.
That's
Like
wild.
they was trying to. The priest was trying to do the
the exorcism.
the prayer, the exorcism. And the ghost, not like the demon or nothing, like a ghost picked up a shotgun. You see it floating
Yeah.
and shot at them.
That's crazy.
And we
That's
started crying, laughing, bro.
That's some scary movie shit.
It was
That's
because
funny.
we
Yeah,
kept
that's
seeing
exactly
the
what it sound like.
commercials.
Yeah.
And we was like, oh, we got to go see that. That looked crazy.
Yeah.
For them to be fucking around like that.
the priest that tried to do an exorcism, he was like, not my house.
He said,
Dude, that's
and we was just
crazy.
like, I know a ghost they just picked up a fucking shotgun.
Shotgun.
At that point, you got it, bro. You whatever
Yeah.
you're trying to do,
Especially
you got
if they're not showing the actual ghost, it's just showing a floating shotgun.
No, yeah, the shotgun,
No,
you
that's-
see it get picked up.
that's
nah, that's
And we were just crying. Like, you know how we do on the pod. Like, we were just loud laughing. And then everybody else just started cracking up, too. That shit was funny as hell. The whole movie was ruined after that. It was done.
it was no longer
It was-
scary.
yeah, it was
It's
like,
like,
bro.
they got a gun.
Yeah,
they,
like-
they won it.
They
They
can
won this
shoot a
fight,
gun,
yeah.
you lost, bro. It's
Yeah.
over.
That's crazy.
But I still forgot. Oh, yeah, dates. First date.
Yeah, well, I was asking about the horror movie. She
Okay.
said she's seen The Nun and then Talk to Me. Did you hear about the Thanksgiving horror movie? It's literally called Thanksgiving, and it's a dude dressed as a pilgrim just going around killing people at the Thanksgiving parade.
I have to see
That makes you want to see
it.
it.
Yes. I'm sorry. I really
Do that
love
come out
horror
on
movies.
Thanksgiving? When does that
I know it
come
comes out in November.
out? Okay.
It low-key might even come out the 17th.
Ooh, pretty dark skin. You heard?
Yeah,
Yeah.
listen to Pretty Darkskin and go see Thanksgiving.
And then go see
I'm
it.
gonna have my listening party during the previews.
During-
Ooh, there you go.
You can
There
put that
go.
together. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, that
Let me
would be
see.
crazy. Like if you come, you pay for the listening party, you get half off on your ticket or something like that.
Could work something out.
There you go.
It comes out the 17th. Yep.
Oh, wow, there you go.
see?
I
So-
thought it. I was like, that's
Go to the
yeah.
listening party, you get half off on your ticket.
They not gonna know
Period.
that deal. They gonna be like, you're like the 100th person that came in
But
here.
they
and
gonna
asked
keep
for-
saying her name.
And
And that's
it's
what we repeat. They
Go
gonna
straight
like,
to Rigo. Tell them Keeks sent you.
Yep.
There you
and
go.
then the Regal employee gonna be like, who is that?
I don't know what you're
And
talking
then
about.
they're gonna listen to it and be like, oh,
I used
You know
to
what?
work
You
there.
get half off. And
Oh,
then
really?
you- oh, really? Okay.
Oh,
How
so
was it?
That was
What
my
it
first. Yo, I loved it. First
Okay.
of all, sorry to all my managers there.
Oh,
We
shit.
ate so much food back there. Oh my god! Working at the movies, I recommend it. Highly recommend it.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Watch
Snacks all
movies
day?
on your break.
oh yeah.
Go downstairs to Five Guys, get one of their bags, get you a bag of popcorn.
Oh, you worked at the mall one.
Yep.
Then. Okay.
Fire.
Okay. Go. You got to work at the movies.
I
I
recommend
hear a
it.
lot of people say that though.
It's
Everybody
really
say
a fun
that's
job.
That's
Yeah.
a good job.
I
job.
applied there twice. Didn't get into it
I think I applied there once when we was in high school. They wasn't.
because I was thinking, I was like, man, working at the movie sound like a
Did
TV
y'all
show
apply
thing.
to the one at the mall? Like,
Yeah.
I think so.
In
yeah.
high school? Oh,
Yeah.
it was a whole big scandal. That might have been.
Oh, for real?
It was a scandal. Oh, wow.
Our
Are we
GM
allowed
got
to get
fired.
into-
I don't know.
Okay. My fault.
Was it like a scandal, like because it was us, like my complexion scandal? or
no,
was
it
like
was
they
a
just
money scandal.
money scandal?
Oh.
Oh.
He was like, "What am I hiring more niggas for? This is my bread."
Well, he probably maybe he
It
had
was
more.
the-
He maybe had more employees on the books than what was actually there.
No,
He was making
He
it-
had more inventory on the books than what we actually had.
It was like I'm gonna need about 70 buckets of popcorn. Only 10 of them made
That
it.
man was
And
just
he flipping the ball.
that man was just pocketing bonuses. Crazy.
Oh my god.
I ain't gonna name no names though.
Hey, well, someone's already arrested, right? So
You know what? I don't even know what happened to that
They just
man.
fired
I hope
him.
you
They're
doing all
fired.
right.
Yeah, they just fired Buddy. He
Yeah, I
ain't
hope you
arrested.
doing all right.
That's funny.
Yeah, it is what it is.
So Keeks, we didn't even finish the second date thing.
Yeah, second
That's
date.
what
I
I'm
like
talking
interactive stuff. I want to see your personality. I want to see what happens when you lose to me in bowling.
Oh.
Like
Uh-oh.
shit like
Okay.
that.
You just said you were bad at bowling.
Oh, I'm terrible, but I'm not gonna let you win.
See, that wouldn't work for me.
I like that.
'Cause
She
I lived it.
determined to win.
Yeah.
She just not.
She not.
I'm just not gonna
My
let
dad
you
was in
win.
the league. I lived at bowling alleys, so I would just be like, I would be expecting a lot, and then just to see you like get like a 70, I'm like,
I'm crying.
I'm like, yeah, you can't. Like, I'm curving. I'm going down the lane, and I'm
Chill
curving
on
with
me.
my right and my left. So like, you gotta know. You gotta know what you gotta do.
You guys can't see. You guys
There's a
can't
lot of
see,
motion over there.
But all of us are gonna go bowling now,
and then it's gonna be.
and we're gonna see what happens.
You gotta do well. Like you can't do terrible and then talk like bowlers
Well, no.
don't like that. Bowlers,
Dylan Brooks
they
has
take
taught
that
us you can
serious.
talk whenever you want.
You can, but you can't.
Talk whenever
But
you
you
want.
can't. It's not gonna look right. And I'm not even like a real bowler. Like I don't got my own shoes, my own ball.
All right. I could do that. I could do that.
You can do a strike or a spare.
A 34.
I don't know.
You don't know how bad
Yeah, I
that
don't
is.
Hold on, wait.
That's crazy.
But wait,
What is-
understand that I had a lot of drinks prior
Okay.
to
Okay.
that game.
Okay.
So that makes
I
it that makes a
did.
sober
That
like
changes
that
a
makes a
little
sober 70.
I was. That's because you have a problem. It's because you have a problem. You're a functioning alcoholic. I'm not.
Fuck.
That's a crazy thing. That's a crazy diagnosis to throw out there. Yeah.
All right, y'all.
That's another
I
one.
just have to set the record straight.
No, that's a crazy diagnosis.
Yeah,
to throw
no,
out
that
there.
was a nuts one. I don't know what else.
No, that's crazy.
Like, damn, you gonna do me like that?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, so let's go away from bowling for a second. What's another place?
Too many emotions there.
Yeah, what's another place you would like to be taken on a second date?
On a second date,
Hiking? You a hiker?
honestly, I do like nature, but not a second date. It
Not
depends.
Okay.
It depends, but probably not this.
Probably not a second.
Cause that's real. You taking me into like the mountains. and
Yeah.
shit.
Well, it depends on where you go
That's-
hiking.
yeah.
You could do like they have that one trail behind like Delaware that goes around like the pond and all that stuff. If you're doing
Okay.
you're doing a
That
light
would
walk.
be okay.
Yeah,
Doing
that's
a
more
light
of a
walk.
walk. We just going on
Yeah,
a walk.
like-
Light walk.
pretty much.
They got hills and dips, you know, a little effort.
We shot a film in that little area. That shit's scary as fuck.
at night? Why were you back
Oh,
there?
yeah.
It was a bunch of us, so it wasn't that bad.
Until
But
one of y'all start
I had
going
to
missing.
take equipment down the end of it
Yeah.
by myself, and I was like, damn, I need a buddy.
I need a friend because
Yeah,
I
nah.
could go.
I had my phone out, like
Yeah.
in my pocket.
I could disappear right now.
Yeah,
no
like
one
if
would know.
somebody like just off me, it's over. Like
Yeah.
nobody's gonna find
Nobody
me.
would
out here.
know.
Yeah, that little area. Not at night. Don't go on a walk.
I don't
out
know
there at night.
what. I don't know any hiking spots like around.
I
Buffalo.
know
You gotta
it's
like
some.
go. You gotta go out.
I know it's some, but it's not many, and you probably gotta go far out to do it. So,
So not hiking.
Not
for the
hiking on the second
What
date.
about rock climbing? You ever did rock climbing?
Okay, so I have, but I've only done it on a cruise ship.
okay.
I don't know if it makes it, and I had a harness. I don't know if it makes a difference with the indoor.
Yeah. There's indoor spots in Buffalo. We've been. They do the harness and everything.
Okay, as long as I got a harness, yeah, we
Yeah.
can do that. That's
So-
a work.
That's
I'm gonna
crazy.
be
They got
sore.
you if you was free, like free. Climb.
Yeah, but people
Just
do
feel-
that,
they
and that's
do,
why I be
They
asking.
do have a middle section that only goes up like let's say like maybe a little higher than your ceiling. That it's longer than it is high,
Okay.
and then you do that's the free climbing to like try different stuff or whatever.
Yeah, you go to the spot. They're like, yeah, fam, just
like
Do
you
that.
on your
Yeah.
own. Like go ahead.
Yeah, like,
don't
That's-
slip.
yeah.
I don't, they got the mats. You're not supposed to die.
It's double match. You good?
Yeah,
like,
you-
no, bro.
Yeah.
Let's not do
Can't
that.
do that. But yeah,
So-
I like interactive stuff. Like let's go.
Lasertron.
You said
Oh,
go
my gosh.
karting and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Yeah. So Lasertron is a good one.
We go to festivals.
Yeah.
Festival.
What about a
Yeah.
concert for a second date?
I don't feel like that's not a second
No.
date.
Okay.
I don't think so.
What date is that? That's like
That's a relationship.
That's like a group of
Is it?
friends. Yeah, like
Yeah, that's either a
Okay.
relationship or y'all just so happen to be in the same group of friends. Like you
Yeah.
said. Like, you
That's
you can't just be like,
you trying to go see.
I got these Kendrick tickets, and then y'all just
Well, she like Kendrick though.
Then she'll enjoy the time, but it won't. It'll be like
I
don't know,
won't
it's
pay
like-
attention to
Y'all
you
just
at
have
all.
it.
Yeah, like
okay.
y'all only gonna talk like during like the opening act
In the intermission, if there is one.
If there is
one.
if there is an intermission, and then what? And then y'all screaming the same lyrics.
Exactly.
That's
Pretty much.
That's the bond y'all got. Y'all screaming the same lyrics to the same
That
song everybody else in
else
here
is,
know.
yeah.
That's a fact. That's
There you
a
go,
fact.
tight knit right
Okay,
there.
okay. Let's think.
We could go shopping.
On a second date.
Not
Like-
saying you gotta necessarily spend money on me, but I like to
just
shop.
together,
Yeah, we could go to the mall.
and then
We could shop. I wanna
then
see what
do
your
the one
taste is
item.
like.
You can do the one item. Be like, oh, you want that one, and that make you look good for a second, and then you don't have to do it.
You could, but you could open up a can of worms with that.
Well, yeah.
You could. She's like, oh, this.
That's
okay.
when you gotta
She
like
throw-
figure out
she
what
throw
the.
3 items. And what you gonna say? Oh no.
I don't got that no limit. This is like.
whoa.
Wait, how much? And then you look at the price tag, and then you think about it, and you be like, I don't gotta eat tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you might, if y'all could go shopping together, you need to. I'm talking from my broke fellas out there. Now, if you got, like I said,
You got it.
bread,
Yeah.
you
You do
what
whatever.
gonna do. But if you got bills and a budget,
Yeah, you might not want to do that.
So
Don't
what,
be
like
like-
to the outlet?
yeah, like yeah.
okay.
Because I feel like the Galleria is a little too small for that. Because you do like 2
I
laps.
literally only go to the Galleria for like champs.
Yeah, no, same. I think I only go to the Galleria for like.
I don't think I've been in the gallery in a minute. now
It's
I think
not
about
in
it.
there. It's not in there, brother.
Damn.
And
It's not.
And
It
ain't nothing
might
there
be
but
a couple years. Like,
yeah,
no, no.
it's literally nothing
Ooh,
there.
We could go to an escape room.
Escape room,
Ooh,
that was
okay.
fun.
Escape rooms are fun.
Okay.
Well, that's only go to escape room if you have patience.
You
And-
might find
'cause
out
they
the
might not
person
be
you
good
talking
at
to
it.
is stupid too.
Yeah, they might not be good at it, and then you
Which
sitting there
could be
like,
funny or you could be mad. There's one of the two
it's like,
things.
I figured out this riddle like 5 hours ago. Why is she still talking about it? Why is she still like? No, I know the chicken on the clock. You got to turn it to 3:00, and we've done that already. Stop talking about that riddle. Like I just think it matters. And I'm
Now,
like,
if y'all start
please.
arguing in the escape room,
It's
you
time.
might have to hang it up. You might have to hang it up because that maybe you should do that then.
Yeah, just to see if y'all got like
Maybe
some
third
good,
date. Maybe
yeah,
third date,
got
just so you okay.
some good synergy.
Yeah, if y'all start arguing off the rip, maybe that might not work. Possibly.
What are we doing?
I don't know. We having a good time though. Okay, so I do have one more question for you, Keeks, before we wrap this up. What's next though? for
What's
Keeks?
next? Hopefully a bunch of performances. Like I said, I'm super heavy on like pushing this single.
Yep.
I got some stuff in the vault though, so as this is running, I'm already working on the next one.
Okay.
So
Okay.
So like, if you were to do an album like within, let's say, a couple months of this single, how many tracks do you think you would want it to be? Not how many tracks it would actually be, but if, in your perfect world, how many would you put on there?
I would probably say 6 is a sweet spot.
There we go. See, that's what I like about like R&B, Neo-Soul. They do them like concise projects.
Because I can tell you a whole story with all 6 tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't got to sit through like a Drake album where it's 23.
Yeah.
I've done went to bed, woke up, the song's still playing that I went to sleep listening to.
Yeah,
I didn't pause
just be
it.
saying shit sometimes. Just to say.
Well, he's put the time in to do that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, even like Chris Brown. Like
Oh,
Chris Brown.
he
what did he do,
dragged
like
it.
60 songs?
Yeah.
Yeah, he dragged and then got mad when everybody didn't know Under the Influence for 2 years. Like,
They had to get, it took
Like,
them that long to
yeah,
get
like,
to
we
it.
Like,
had
bro,
to
that's
get
that's
there.
track 42, fam.
like
Yeah, that's track 42, fam. I
We
didn't
not-
get that far.
I
bro.
didn't listen to 30 straight
Yeah, like
in a week.
and then-
crazy.
and then was like, let me do another. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's my fault. My fault.
I'm just
my
saying.
bad. My bad. My bad.
60
That's-
songs.
that was a
There's
lot.
Too, it seems like
that
there's
was
too much
a
of them.
lot.
It wasn't just 60. It was 60 something.
Yeah,
so.
60
Yeah,
songs.
like, that's a
it seems
lot.
like your boy doing too much.
That's a lot.
He is doing too much. Oh shit.
How long is that's what I'm about to say. How you working out for 24 hours? She go to 24-hour fitness and she's there for the full 24 hours.
That's
It's
hey,
no
train, I
question.
gotta get this weight
Wow.
on train me.
'Cause
That's the full Chris Brown. After track 15, I'm like,
you
God,
only rest on the
I'm done.
interludes.
Man.
So
you get a-
Because that's crazy.
it's every 12 songs. You're done.
you in it.
You're good. You can sell that. Hit up Chris Brown Be like, yo, I made a whole system to your we can do this together, bro.
Songs 1 through 10, legs. Then you got 12 to 24 cardio.
Yeah. And then you go.
You got the full circuit.
Jesus Christ, bro. I've had a wonderful time.
Yeah, no, great. I'm crying. That's a terrible album to work out to. You there for a while.
I had another question, but then we started talking about working out to Chris Brown, and now I can't even remember. Damn. I had one more question. Rick, what was my question, bro?
Wait, hold on. I don't got it. You didn't really think of it.
Well, Keeks, I can't think of my last question, but we enjoy having you here. This is wonderful. This is my question. It wasn't really a question. Where can they find you at?
Find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. KICKITWKEEKS. Kick it with Keeks.
Kicking it with
We'll
Keeks.
have the words.
Yeah, we'll put it up here. Yeah. It might not be cute, but we'll put it somewhere.
Bold letters.
Yeah,
On
bold
platform.
letters right there.
There we go.
Yep. If you want to check out Keeks, check her out on there. Her single, Pretty
Darkskin.
Pretty Darkskin comes out when?
11/17.
11/17.
There we go.
Check out the song. You get half off on the Thanksgiving.
On the Thanksgiving horror
Make sure
movie.
you show up to Rigo.
Let them know.
You gotta play them the song so they know.
So they know. Like, oh yeah, I heard that one.
Yep.
It's $15.
And and this has been episode 120, Rick?
Yes.
Fuck. The 100s have been moving really fast.
Very quickly.
But
Wow.
without further ado, what is it, Rick?
It's the R&P podcast, and we
Love you guys. Peace out.
see ya.
Bye.
Alrighty.
Yeah. R&P moves, R&P groove, ayy. Yeah, I've been in